Welcome to Rate the Audits, the channel where misconduct gets exposed, legal rights are defended, and accountability is demanded. Today's episode comes from Colin Johnson. Be sure to check out his channel in the link below, subscribe, and give him the credit he deserves. In this audit, Colin is filming from a public pavement when an officer approaches with an attitude that's anything but professional. First, it's just tension. But the moment Colin asserts his rights and tells the officer to back off, things spiral fast. Suddenly it's threats of arrest, demands for ID, and a blatant disregard for the law. This wasn't policing. This was pure ego and a clear abuse of power.
I'm not your mate.
Because that's what you're filming for.
No.
Huh?
No, you can't.
I'm just talking to you.
You're
That's
not,
what you're filming these buildings for.
you're not just talking to me. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay. Well, why are you filming in this public place?
You've just answered your own question. See you later.
Well, not really, because I'm talking to you, aren't I?
You're not talking to me because I'm not talking to you.
Okay, I just want to know why you're filming this property here, because this bit's not public, is it? It's private. So why are you filming it?
You mind getting away from me?
Hey?
You mind getting away from me?
You've got plenty of space to move around.
Yeah, and you're the one with guns and weapons all over you.
Okay,
Get
well,
away.
I'm just talking to you, aren't I?
You're not talking to me. I've told
Okay,
you.
well, just be careful what you're filming, mate, all right?
What do you mean by that?
Because that's private property.
So what?
So if you're filming into people's private property, okay, you could be committing offences.
What
all right?
offence?
Voyeurism.
Right from the outset, the officer undermines his own position by asking why someone is filming in a public place. As the auditor rightly points out, the question answers itself. Filming in public is entirely lawful. But the situation shifts from questionable to downright absurd when the officer suggests the auditor could be committing voyeurism. Not only is this a serious allegation, it's completely misplaced. Voyeurism, under Section 67 of the Sexual Offences Act 2003, refers to observing or recording someone engaged in a private act, in a private setting, without their consent. Here, the auditor is filming the exterior of a business premises, something visible to anyone passing by on the street. This isn't a private home, and it certainly isn't a private act. To even suggest that it amounts to voyeurism demonstrates either a shocking ignorance of the law, or worse, a deliberate attempt to intimidate someone engaged in a perfectly legal activity.
If you're filming into someone's private property, I don't think it's funny, because you're alarming people in this area, aren't you? There's members of the public that are getting quite alarmed while you're filming.
Don't make anything up here.
I'm not making anything up. There's members of the public getting alarmed by your film. You're filming in a public place at other people's property. So they're getting quite concerned about it.
And
So I'm maybe asking you
it's not against the law. I haven't broken any laws.
I've
Now,
only
once
asked you a
again,
question,
get lost.
haven't I? Don't tell me to get lost. All right? I'm in a public place. You don't speak to me like that.
The irony couldn't be more blatant or more embarrassing. The very officer trying to criminalize the auditor for filming in a public place suddenly wants to assert his own right to occupy that same public space the moment he's told to back off. You can't have it both ways. Either everyone has equal rights in public or no one does. And when officers abuse their authority while simultaneously trying to claim those same rights for themselves, all they really do is expose the weakness of their argument and the strength of the auditor's stance.
Okay? So if you're going to speak to me like that, that'll be classed as antisocial behaviour, won't it?
Right, there's no good outcome of me talking to you, so I'm not going to be talking
Well,
to you.
I'm talking to you. So now you're committing antisocial behaviour. I want your name and address. You can film me, mate. You've committed antisocial behaviour. You can
How's that
stay there now.
antisocial behaviour?
Telling me to get lost, filming like that, and you're alarming members of the public. Under
Filming
Section
like
50,
what? What filming have you
under
seen me-
Section 50, the Police Reform Act
What filming have you seen me
2002,
do?
are required to give me your name and address.
What film have you seen? What
Under
film have you
Section
seen me do?
50, under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, I'm requiring you to give me your name and address. If
For
you
what
refuse to
purpose?
do so,
For what
if you refuse
purpose?
to do so, I've just told you.
What do you
if
want
you
my
refuse to
details
do
for?
so, because you're committing antisocial behaviour in public, mate.
Next, the officer ramps things up by invoking Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002. He claims that the auditor telling him to get lost amounts to antisocial behavior and demands personal details. This is a textbook example of legislation being twisted to fit an agenda. Section 50 allows officers to require someone's name and address only if they reasonably believe that person has been acting in an antisocial manner defined as conduct likely to cause harassment, alarm or distress to members of the public. Let's be clear. Telling a police officer to get lost in the heat of a verbal dispute might be rude, even disrespectful, but it's not antisocial behavior. No members of the public were harassed. No one was alarmed or distressed. In fact, no one else was even involved. This wasn't about public protection. It was a clear stretch of the law, a misuse of power designed purely to pressure and intimidate.
All right, telling police officers to get lost, you're committing antisocial behaviour.
I don't like your approach to me.
Okay, I'm only talking to you.
You're not. I don't want to talk to you.
And I'm recording you as much as you are me. Okay,
so what? I don't
so
care
I'm
about
asking
that.
you to give me your name and address under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002.
And what are you going to do with those details?
If you don't give it me, I'm going to arrest you under that act.
All right, and if under the threat of arrest, my name's Matt Williams.
I'm not threatening you with arrest. I'm explaining it to you.
You just threatened me with arrest.
It's not a threat. Let me explain it to you.
So take my details.
Okay, name and address then, mate. Yeah.
Matt Williams.
Is it Matt or Matthew?
Matthew.
1 T or 2?
2.
Williams. Is it Williams?
Yes. How can you regard me taking a video from a public street as antisocial behaviour?
When I've tried to speak to you, you've told me to get lost.
I've told you multiple times I didn't want to talk to you.
You keep pointing your camera, alarming members of the public. There's people over there looking at you, and you're filming people, so you're causing harassment.
Are you saying they're alarmed? Okay. Are those people alarmed?
So you are causing harassment.
Are you seriously telling me those people are alarmed?
You can film me all you like, mate.
Are you seriously telling me those people over there are alarmed?
You're concerning people, and you're pointing it at a busy road.
So what?
When pressed by the auditor, the officer suddenly pivots, now claiming that the filming is alarming members of the public. But let's be clear. The so-called public he's referring to are people quietly arriving and walking into the building. No one stops. No one complains. No one even reacts. The officer is simply using their presence as a convenient prop to fabricate grounds for a Section 50 demand. He knows there's no actual offense, so he starts pretending others are somehow affected. And when that excuse doesn't stick, he pulls out the most generic justification of all: you're filming a busy road, as if that alone were somehow threatening. This isn't evidence-based policing, it's manipulation. A tactic designed to pressure the auditor while completely undermining the principles of lawful, accountable enforcement.
I'm pointing it at a busy road. What's the offence in that?
To get lost, is it?
Well, I told you not to talk to me in the first place, yet you persisted and harassed me.
I have to, don't I? It's not harassment, mate, is it?
When I'm investigating. Don't call me mate. I am not your mate.
It's a colloquial term.
No, it ain't. Not with me, it ain't.
Do you have any identification on you?
No.
Have you got anything where I can prove your identification?
No.
Well, I don't know you are who you say you are then, do I? So how can I clarify you are who you say you are? How can I clarify that if you've got no ID on you? You've not got a bank card or anything like that?
I'm not obliged to carry any ID, am I?
No, you're not. But I need to confirm you are who you say you are.
I've just told you who I am. What's come up on your computer there?
On my computer, lots and lots of Matthew Williams.
At my address?
Not at your address. At lots of different addresses. I can't find one at your address right now because it's come up with lots and lots of different ones. If you give me a date of birth, I might be able to find you a bit quicker.
You've made up an absolute load of rubbish here.
I haven't, mate. It's all recorded.
Me? Video recording on a street, filming that interesting building over there is not antisocial behaviour.
It is the way you've spoken to me, though, isn't it?
This is where the officer's ego completely takes over his authority. He openly admits that he invoked Section 50 purely because the auditor told him to get lost. That's not just weak, it's a blatant abuse of legislation intended for genuine public disorder. Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002 was designed to address real antisocial behavior conduct that causes harassment, alarm, or distress to the public. It was never meant to be a tool for officers to demand ID just because their pride got bruised. If telling an officer to get lost is now considered criminal behavior worthy of ID demands and threats of arrest, then this isn't law enforcement anymore. This is authoritarianism, plain and simple.
All I've done is approach you, and that's why you're filming.
What, and you don't like being told to get lost after I've told you loads of times I don't want to talk to you? What station are you out of?
Me, I work at Cotton Lane Police Station on response. Okay, mate, let's have a look.
No, don't call me mate.
Okay, you just called me mate a minute ago. You said you don't like that term, but you've just used it.
When did I call you mate?
Just now. Just now, when you pointed down there, you called me mate. So it's kind of contradictory, isn't it?
Well, don't call me mate.
Okay, no worries. There's no marks on you, anything. You're not wanting to do anything. All I'd ask is just be, you know, when people are driving traffic around on a busy road and that's actually a private building, just be careful where you're filming. If you want to film in public, that's fine, okay? But pointing your camera
No,
into
it's
a
obviously
private
not
building,
fine because you come
okay.
sticking your nose into what I'm doing.
You're being rude again, aren't you? There's no need to be rude. I'm only talking to you.
You don't need to tell me.
Stop getting all aggressive then.
The officer's response here is dripping with contradiction and arrogance. After approaching unprovoked and escalating the situation, he tries to downplay his own aggression with, "You don't need to be rude. I'm just talking to you." But let's be clear, this wasn't a polite chat. He inserted himself into a perfectly lawful activity, projected suspicion without cause, and treated the auditor's basic right to film as if it were a threat. When the auditor pushes back, and rightfully so, given the context, the officer suddenly plays the victim. It's a classic deflection tactic. Provoke a reaction, then scold that reaction in an attempt to regain control. And the irony, the officer had no problem being hostile and confrontational himself. Yet the moment he's told to back off, suddenly it's, "Why are you being rude?"
You're on my
Am
camera.
I aggressive? I'm not aggressive.
Clenching your teeth,
I haven't raised my hands.
clenching your teeth and speaking aggressively.
You're making absolute rubbish up
It's
now.
all recorded, mate.
You're making rubbish up.
All I'm doing is giving you some advice, Matthew, okay?
I don't
Just
want
be
your
careful where
advice.
you're pointing the camera.
I don't want your advice. I don't need your advice.
I'm quite sure if someone's pointing a camera in your house, you wouldn't like it. So just be careful where you're pointing that camera, okay? Don't go filming people's private property.
From this public street, I will point this camera
Brilliant.
wherever I want.
All right, no, well, not in people's private property, you won't. All right, or we'll be speaking again, won't we? Okay, take the advice or not, it's up to you. All right, thanks for your time.